Hi, Cancer. Welcome back. Welcome in. Welcome to your October overview. We're just going to do an energy check-in and see what October's going to bring in for us. Sorry, there's something in my chair poking me. All right, guys, we're just going to go ahead and jump right in with the cards. Hope you guys all had amazing Septembers, big changes coming in, transitions. Hoping for more peace for myself, hoping for more peace and ease, financial freedom in October. So fingers crossed that's what comes out and that's what we see, because that's what we need. Okay. So far, so good. Two of Wands, Knight of Wands, the Magician. Ooh, Four of Coins. Yeah. Death card came out as well. Scorpio season. This also feels like in October, you're not going to be able to take the same habits, the same thought patterns, the same practices, the same routines that you used previously into October. October is going to call for all of those things I just listed: routines, patterns, thought process, habits. This could have to do heavily with your spending, your mindset around money. You could be very much penny pinching, being very frugal, holding on to stuff because you don't know when more is going to come in. Spirit is begging you to let go of this habit. I think it feels like this way of operating, this way of being. You have to believe and act as if you already have the things that you want. I know it can be difficult at times, especially when it's like, well, the things that I want and the way that I would be acting if I had what I want, which is millions of dollars, I wouldn't be doing XYZ. So I understand it's hard to shift out of that. But there are subtle ways to do it. Instead of saying, oh, I can't afford that. Oh, no, I can't do that. I can't go there. I don't want to do that because I don't want to spend money. Shift the language, shift your language around money. That's not a priority for me right now. I'm growing my savings instead of spending, things of that nature. Instead of saying, oh, I can't, I don't have it. Don't call yourself broke. Don't, not even in a joke. Oh, I'm just joking. I'm just playing. That's not how it works. You're still speaking it. And if that's not what you want, don't speak it. Only speak what you want. That, if anything, is going to be your biggest holdup. Is keeping yourself small, keeping yourself in this Four of Pentacles energy when you're meant to be in a Ten of Pentacles, Empress, Emperor, having and doing all of the things that you want to do. But you're still, for whatever reason, holding yourself back. You have all of the power to manifest something, make something reality for yourself, something that you've been dreaming about, something you've been wanting to do, contemplating. You have all the tools, you have all of the knowledge. You don't need to acquire anything else to make this successful. It's all about energy and effort and where you put it. If you're putting it into worrying about your finances and where is my next check going to come from and how am I going to pay this upcoming bill, and oh my god, I've got XYZ but I only have X amount of money, it feels like you're very stressed, very focused on the lack. Not a lot of faith in what's coming. Spirit's just asking you to have some faith, have a little bit of faith. October might not be like, you might not get a huge check in your lap on October 1st that covers all of your bills for the year, but something close to that is happening. It might not happen again. It might not happen on the 1st, but it will happen. There is stability and positivity and brilliance coming in for you, even if it's not the first part of October. Again, it could be towards the end. But overall, I feel like October is going to be a very prosperous, very solid month for Cancer, regardless of finances. Yeah, we don't even really get a ton about finances. Justice on the bottom of the deck. So all the cards that we have out right now. Two of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, Death, Queen of Swords, the Hermit, the Moon, and the Ten of Wands. I feel like you're still struggling with carrying other people's burdens. This feels like the burdens of their opinions, the burdens of their feelings of lack. You could be speaking to someone who has been in your life for a very long time. Could be the person that instilled these thoughts into you, aka a parent, mentor, older sibling, anything of that nature, about something, and it kind of snaps you back into this, oh shit, they're right, I should be worrying about this, I should be stressed about this, I don't have XYZ. Like those types of things. Maybe you've been working really hard to free yourself from the lack, from the struggle, from the mindset of not having enough. You've been trying really, really hard to free yourself from that. And you could be talking to someone that feels like a fire sign, someone who's like very expressive, quite loud, opinionated. They could just state something that's really, you're like, oh, okay, maybe I should be worried about that. It could also be an air sign. These people are very, fire signs tend to not be like that. They're not pragmatic. They're not necessarily like practical and try to talk you out of anything. They're the opposite. They're the spontaneous ones. The ones that are like, yeah, hell yeah, let's do that. Let's take that risk. You can absolutely, you won't fail. That type of friend. The Queen of Swords, on the other hand, is someone who is very like cynical, very critical. I feel like that's who you could be talking to. The first part of October, middle of October, and they're like, yeah, but what are you gonna do about this? And why don't you, have you figured this out yet? Ooh, you really, oh my gosh. Just like very cynical. Like, I don't think that's gonna work. If it was gonna work, it would have worked by now. Those types of people that just instill this instant, like, oh shit, anxiety even. But this is not yours to carry. That's not your opinion. That is not how you should be operating. If they want to stay in that mindset, in that mentality, if they want to stay in um, that world, absolutely let them. I feel like it's only going to distance you from this person. It feels like there's already distance because they have their back turned to literally everything in this spread. I feel like you are very much the magician hermit energy. Someone who is turning inward, reflecting, taking a lot of time to assess and be like, is this working for me? Is this where I want to be? How do I move out of this situation? If it's not, how do I move through these feelings? I feel like you're just spending a lot of time going inward, looking inward versus outward for other people's opinions, for other people's advice. Maybe this person gives their unsolicited advice and it causes you to hermit even further, recluse even further. Maybe you put yourself out there, go out of your way to like do something, be social, whatever it is. And this person could say something that kind of snaps you back into your shell, like, oh shit, that's why I keep to myself. That's why I don't really go out. Because, yeah, people like to, I don't even know how to explain it, but when you have a really big idea, when you're really excited about something, when you have a plan, there can be people sometimes who don't see the vision, who don't believe the vision, who don't believe in you, period. Whether it's a good idea, whether it's a solid plan, it doesn't matter. If you're involved, they're going to poo-poo it because they don't think you're capable of really anything more than being a supportive role, the assistant, the whatever. We have the moon twice. The moon is very significant. This new moon, not new moon, that's not what I meant to say. The next full moon, I'm pretty sure it's the harvest moon. It's the beginning of October. Could be very, very significant. Maybe you did some really huge work with the last lunar cycle, the new moon, and now as this full moon is coming and approaching, it's bringing the harvest of that. It's bringing what's on the other side of those seeds that you planted, the life that you wanted to see. I feel like it's coming into fruition. We have snake. This could be the air sign person that we're talking about. It doesn't have to be a woman in gender. It could just be feminine leaning energy. But they're definitely not someone you should put a ton of trust into. I wouldn't really talk to anybody about any ideas that you have. I'm not saying be like secretive and it's none of your business and just like not talk to anybody, but I would be very selective and very careful who you let in, because sometimes that can chip away at our dreams when we let too many opinions in, especially if they're cynical, negative ones, people who don't believe in us, people who do want to be sneaky and snaky behind our back. They might say one thing to your face and like, oh my God, yeah, that's such a good idea. And then they turn around and they're like, ugh, this dumb bitch. The fuck? Who the fuck does she think she is? Like, just, what? Very two-faced. Just be intentional and be mindful with who you share secrets even. We have the moon twice. This is typically like secrets being revealed, things coming to light. What's done in the what's the saying? What's done in the darkness will come to the light. It's like things coming to light that were done in the dark. This could also be like a feeling of like illusion, mystery, not really knowing, concealing. But it very much feels like someone trying to hide something, doing something behind your back, trying to be sneaky, even. Yeah, I would just keep any big ideas that you have away from public opinion specifically, but away from really anyone's opinion until it's solidified and until it's set in stone. I wouldn't even let people deflate it. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve to have that knowledge. What else is here for Cancer in October, please? Thank you. Falling leaves. Oh, beautiful. It's all about the acknowledgement that everything has a cycle. Everything has a life cycle, and we have to let go in order to grow. As all things do. The trees are letting go of their leaves so they can go dormant and focus on their growth through the winter, keeping themselves alive through the winter. And then as spring comes, they can replenish and regrow and flourish another season. Okay. What else is here? Molasses. Card number 26. Toad and fawn. Interesting. Okay, so we got two animals. 2 out of the 4 cards are animals. Toad and fawn. We'll read about these once we get all of the rest of our cards out. We're going to do our tea leaf oracle next, and then we'll do a citadel. What else is here for Cancer Spirit for October? The month of October, please. What else is here for Cancer? Younger man. Oh. What else is here for Cancer for October, please, Spirit? What else is here? Whoa, that's way too many. Hey, that doesn't mean give me more. Thank you, though. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Put but we're just going to take a few. Let's see what came out so far. Nest, younger man. Dealings or relationship with a younger man. Okay. An emotionally secure, loving family is important to you, very much so. Cancer is all about security, familial security, the nest, the home, making things cozy and comfy for their family, taking care of the people that they love. Target, a goal-oriented person. And beetle, good fortune. Okay. Happiness, cute. Ooh, and then we have dark man on the bottom of the deck. Dealings or relationship with, sorry, my hand is kind of twisted in a weird way. Dealings or relationship with the man with dark complexion or hair. So a younger, tall, dark, and handsome man. That's literally the only relationship mention. This is really mostly about you and how you interact with the world, how you create in the world. I feel like you're doing a lot of co-creating with spirit. You're spending a lot of time with spirit. I feel like that's where your focus is. And I absolutely love that. I feel like that's the best place for a Cancer to be, co-creating with spirit, wrapped up in that versus the external, typically your partner. Let's do a Citadel card, Spirit, and then we'll read from our book. What else is here for Cancer, Spirit? Okay. All right, let's see what we got. The guide is on the bottom of the deck. Inheritance, correction. We got the captain, taking command, teamwork. Interesting. Taking command, are you? I do feel like you're definitely taking command of your own life, taking command of your thoughts, what's unfolding for you, instead of just letting stuff happen. You are actively participating, you're co-creating. All right, I don't know what the fuck I was looking for, but let's start with falling leaves. It came out first. Card number 14. Shedding, making space, clearing blocks. Your higher self chose this card because you are in a radical period of release that feels more like an unraveling. It's likely you're experiencing many endings in the form of lost friendships, breakups, moves, and other challenging changes that may have you wondering, why is all this happening to me? First and foremost, know that you are not being punished or frowned upon. All of these changes were necessary for your future growth and expansion. While unpleasant, you know the things that are leaving you now are only blocking your success before. Were only blocking your success before. The loss of a job may inspire you to finally start your own business, or a health scare might be the wake-up call that prompts you to take your well-being more seriously. Why did I use this deck? I meant to use the Shaolin deck. Okay, whatever. I'm actually gonna put these back. I'll get some Shaolin. I don't know why I did my bond. That's past. We're going to be in Shaolin the end of October. So why would I be using an outdated deck? What the heck? Now I gotta find it. Give me just a sec, guys. I'm gonna find the booklet and all that stuff. Give me one sec. Well, maybe not, because I cannot find this book. Like, I have literally every single other one. Some of them twice. I have Yule twice because I lost it once, so I had to buy another deck. But no showing. What the fuck? I literally have no idea where it could be. Okay, I'm gonna try looking for it again. Give me just a sec. Okay, I found it. Sorry about that, guys. Let's dive into it. As I was reading that, I was like, wait a minute. This is October. The next season is Shawin. Why the fuck am I using Mabon? But I just got in the habit of it. So, anyways, what else is here for Cancer, please, for October? Greet the darkness in third harvest on the bottom of the deck. Greet the darkness. Okay. Let's read about it. Card number 19. Keywords: self, inner truth, darkness. You might get a sense of terror from what you can't see, but not all hidden things are bad. There are many things that you cannot see that hold the secret to life, abundance, and renewal. Like the lotus flower that blooms from the darkness of muddy waters, there is beauty in the darkness for those who know where to look with their heart. You have pulled Greet the Darkness as a call to go deep into your dark corners. There are parts of you that are beautiful, yet remain undiscovered. You must allow yourself to open to the unknown. You can do this by confronting old wounds, lost memories, feelings of shame, guilt, and disappointment. This is called shadow work, a practice that allows you to make friends with your demons rather than hide from them. What seems like a monster is really a lost part of you, needing love and support. When feelings such as anger, resentment, and chaos come around, it's because those feelings are trying to protect you in the only way they know how. Anger only knows anger and can only offer its support in that way. Chaos only knows chaos, so that is the only way it can get your attention. These feelings are trying to help you find beautiful gems that are waiting in the dark spaces of your being. Confront whatever feelings you have surrounding your situations. Allow those feelings to surface, then face them without fear. Greet them and ask them how you can work together. Journal your meditative conversations with your dark parts. Within their words of advice, you will discover the lost or missing pieces of yourself. Very much so. The Hermit card, we were talking about spending a lot of your time inward, turning inward. I feel like that's your focus, is the shadow work. Incorporating your dark parts and using them in harmony, I guess would be the right word, in harmony with the light. So you can manifest your dreams. You have literally everything it takes here. All right, let's read about the captain taking command, teamwork. And these are not numbered, so it's really hard to find them. So I have to go through the book every time. Or the index, table of contents, whatever you want to call it. Captain, 64. A friendly call, a grin, a warm handshake. The captain passes in the street with their men, the playful jostling of armored guardsmen, reminiscent of a tussling pack of littermates. In the center of it all, the captain commands their followers with ease. Confident in their position, well aware of the loyalty and love they inspire, they have earned this position through hard work and camaraderie. It may feel safer to attempt a task alone, but some things are easier with a little teamwork. Don't ignore the talents of those around you. You need the experience and diversity of others to accomplish your goal. Be the driving force that's needed to get things done, but make sure to acknowledge the value that each person brings to the table. Of course, if you are working within a team, we shan't forget how important the whole team is. I feel like for you, right now, October is going to be very Cancer focused. It's going to be very you focused. As you move towards November, as you move towards the new year, you may be incorporating a team, assembling a team that is going to help you get to your goal, because you are wanting to, you're thinking about an idea that has the potential to change the world, that has the potential to help a lot of people. And as we move towards these final months of the year, I feel like you're going to be really as you come out of doing this inner work, and as you come out of, I feel like, really putting a solid plan together, you're then going to start to put a team together, and you're going to start relaying information to other people and involving other people, because at that point it will be time. That's how you'll know when you're ready to assemble certain things, but you don't have the talents, the skills, whatever the case may be. That's when it's time to start building your team and start allocating and start delegating tasks. You got to be able to delegate. To be an effective leader, that scared the living shit out of me. You have to be able to delegate. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it at that. That was longer than I expected, but I love you guys so very, very much. And I will see you next time. Bye.